Hello students, in this session we are going to understand sexual reproduction in the flowering plants. So flower is the main reproductive organ in the flowering plants. So generally flowers may be unisexual if it contain either male parts or female parts. So if it contains male parts, this flower is known as male flower. If it contains female parts, and this flower is known as female part. So if it contains any one of the either male or female, it is known as unisexual flower. Example, watermelon, papaya. And bisexual flowers, they contain both male parts and female parts. Example, hibiscus. So flowers are two types, male flowers and female flowers, and also bisexual flowers and unisexual flowers. So flower mainly contain four important parts. So parts of the flower. Okay, so flower contain four parts or walls. So let us talk each and every part in detail. So the outermost part, which is green in color, so this part of the flower is called calyx. So this calyx is also known as sepal. This calyx protects the flower in the bud stage. Now the second part of the flower, the second wall of the flower, that is corolla. So this is also called as petal. So petals are colorful parts of the flower. Mainly they attract the pollinators for the pollination. So the main function of the petals or corolla is to attract the insects and other pollinators for the pollination. These two parts, calyx and corolla, these are referred to as accessory organs. Now another one, that is androecium. So this is the male reproductive part of the flower. So when you look at the androecium, the single unit of the androecium is called stamen. A typical stamen contains two parts. So the upper swollen part, that is called anther, and the long slender part, that is called as filament. So this is the anther and this is the filament. So generally anther contain two lobes. And each lobe contain one theca. So that's why anther is bilobed and dithecous. So each theca of the anther contain sporogenous tissue that produce the pollen grains. So this theca is also known as pollen sac. So this pollen sac contain many pollen grains. So these pollen grains are the male gametophytes. So pollen grains are referred to as male gametophytes. Pollen grains. So these are the male gametophytes. They produce the male gametes. Okay, so when you look at the male parts of the flower, these are known as androecium. So the single unit is called stamen. So stamen contain two parts. One is anther, which is the upper swollen part, and another one is the filament. This filament is the long slender part which will be attached to base of the flower. Sometimes it can be attached to petals also. Now the anther contain two lobes. So that's why anther is called bilobed. And in each lobe there is theca. So that's why anther is called dithecous, and each theca anther contains sporogenous tissue. That sporogenous tissue undergo meiosis process. Through meiosis process, it will produce the pollen grains. These pollen grains are referred to as male gametophytes. These male gametophytes, they release male gametes. Now, the innermost wall, the innermost part of the flower is called gynoecium. The innermost part of the flower is gynoecium. So, gynoecium refers to female reproductive part of the flower. Female reproductive part of the flower is called gynoecium. So, generally, a typical gynoecium contains 3 parts. A typical gynoecium contains 3 parts. So, what are those 3 parts? The upper part is called stigma, which is the receptive part. So, which act as the landing platform for the pollen grains. And the middle one is style, which is the connective part, and the lower basal swollen part is ovary. So, a typical gynoecium that contain carpels or pistils. So, carpel or pistil, which is the unit of female reproductive system. So, this pistil or carpel contain 3 important parts. So, the upper part is what? Stigma, which is the receptive part, which is the landing platform for the pollen grains. Now, the middle part is style, which is the connective part, and the lower basal part is called ovary. So, ovary contain 1 to many ovules. So, inside the ovary there are ovules. So, this one is ovule. So, in ovary 1 to many ovules are present depending on the flower. Now, this ovule contains embryo sac. Ovules contain embryo sac. That embryo sac contains egg. Embryo sac contains egg. So, egg means female gamete. Egg means female gamete. So, a typical flower, a typical angiospermic flower contains 4 floral whorls or parts. So, what are those 4 parts? First one, outermost one, which is green in color, that is known as calyx. This is also called as sepal. This is also called as sepal. So, what is its function? It will protect the flower in the bud stage. And the second part of the flower, that is corolla or petal. So, these are the colorful parts of the flower. So, we can see different colors to the different flowers. The main function of the corolla is to attract the insects and other pollinators for the pollination. And the third part of the flower, that is androecium. So, androecium is the male reproductive part of the flower. So, the single unit of androecium is called stamen. Usually, stamen contain 2 parts. One is anther, another one is filament. So, anther is the upper basal part. So, it consists of theca. In each theca, there is a sporogenous tissue. This sporogenous tissue produces pollen grains. These pollen grains release the male gametes during the fertilization process. And the female reproductive part of the flower is called gynoecium. The single one is called pistil. Usually, pistil contain 3 important parts. So, the upper part is called stigma, which is the landing platform for pollen grains, and the middle part is style, which is the connective part, and the inner part, the inner swollen part is called ovary, and ovary contain 1 to many ovules. Within the each ovule, there is a embryo sac. So, embryo sac contain egg. Okay, this egg is known female gamete. So these are the important parts of the flower. If a flower contain all these wholes, then this flower is called complete flower. If flower may miss any part, then it is known as incomplete part. So the accessory parts of the flower are calyx, corolla, and the reproductive parts. The main parts of the flower are androecium, gynoecium. If a flower contains only androecium, then it is male flower. If a flower contains only gynoecium, then it is known as female flower. So these are unisexual flowers. If a flower contains both androecium, gynoecium, these flowers are called bisexual flowers. So generally flowers are modified shoots. Flowers are modified shoots. They bear nodes and internodes. Okay. So this is all about the flower.